Hello everyone, my name is Jennifer and welcome to Best Kept Plans. Today's video is going to be a budget with me for the paycheck that I will be receiving on July 20th, 2023 using the printable version of the Budget by Paycheck Workbook from the Budget Mom. If you're interested in seeing that, please stick around. As I said in my introduction, this is going to be a budget with me for the paycheck I'm receiving on July 20th. Don't mind the large stain on the cover of my budget book. I somehow got a stain on here weeks ago. Genuinely don't know how it happened. I don't go near my budget book with food or drinks or anything, but somehow it got stained with something, and I've tried getting it off multiple times. I was trying to be delicate with this because there is like cardboard in here, but I finally went to it with a full-on liquid situation. So I'm really hoping that that allows the stain to finally come out, because I'm super bummed that there's a stain there to begin with. As I said, we are budgeting for the paycheck for July 20th. Everything that we're going to be paying with this paycheck is highlighted in this pink color. I am also going to be paying my rent for August, which comes out which is the first of every month. So my next paycheck isn't until August 3rd, so I do have to include that as well. We do have my 52-week challenge that I need to contribute to, and then I will be contributing during this pay period to my 2023 challenge, but that's going to be right at the end of the month. If we skip forward, I will zoom us into the paycheck budget tracker for this pay period, and we're gonna, as usual, start out in the income section. I am budgeting my income to be $3,100. That's what I've been doing for the majority of this year. It's been working really well for me. And if we scroll on down, we do have quite a few bills that we're going to be paying. So we do have my Verizon, which I'm budgeting at $150, my Optimum, which I'm budgeting at $195, my Sikorsky, which is my car payment, at $460, my church contribution of $20, as well as rent for August, which is $600. All of those bills added up together do equal $1,425. And if I subtract that from the $3,100 I budgeted my income to be, we do have $1,675 that we're going to be bringing down to the envelope section, which is also the variable expense section. This is where you're going to put things that you know you're going to have to spend money on during the pay period, but you don't have a set amount for them. So for me, I always have the same categories as well as the same budgeted amounts in this section here, and that's $200 for groceries, eating out for $100, gas for $75, and then miscellaneous for $175. If I add all of that together, it does equal $550, and if I subtract that $550 from the $1,675 we were left with after bills, we do have $1,125 to bring up to the sinking fund section. Now, if you watched my most recent cash envelope stuffing, then you'll know that I just started contributing to my 2024 sinking funds. Super excited to be getting a head start on those. I also have several new rolling sinking funds, and while I'm contributing to them now, I can also start spending from them now technically, because they're rolling sinking funds, and I'll point those out as we're going through. But we are going to be stuffing all of my 2024 sinking funds again with this pay period, and we're going to be doing that by putting $15 to Black Friday, Christmas with $25, subscriptions, which is going to be my Amazon Prime, my Disney Plus, and my TCMC subscription for $20. Medical is $20, car insurance and taxes, which I did update with a more correct amount based on my new taxes for my new car that I got last year and everything. That's going to get $120. Holidays is getting $15, birthdays is getting $20, gifts is a new envelope, and that's going to get $15. Giving is an envelope that I've had. This is one of those rolling sinking funds. It's going to be getting its usual $50. My RN, APRN licenses is going to get $25. And then if we flip over here, household is a new sinking fund, and this is a rolling sinking fund, so I can technically start spending from here even though it's not 2024 yet, and that's going to get $20. The reason why it's a rolling sinking fund is that I don't have a set like denomination or monetary goal I'm getting to. I just contribute to it every single pay period. That way, if I have to spend money from that envelope, there's something already sitting there waiting for me. So let's say I don't buy toilet paper and paper towels for 2 months because I had a lot, but I do know I have to get some. That's an item I would pull out of my household sinking fund. Home maintenance is going to get 100. That's another rolling sinking fund. Now, I don't own a home yet, so I'm not planning on pulling out of this anytime soon, but I wanted to get a head start on it for when I do own a home. Baby, I don't have a baby. But again, I hope to have a child maybe in the next 4 or so years, depending on how life works out. And I want to have some money set aside for that. So I'm putting $30 there. Travel is getting 100. That is a rolling sinking fund for me as well. Personal is getting 25. That's another rolling sinking fund. All of those sinking funds added together do equal $600, and if I subtract that $600 from the $1,125 we were left with after bills and variable expenses, we have $525, and I'm going to bring that right on down into my extra savings section, and that's going to go directly into my house savings account. The other side of this sheet does have my cash envelope breakdown, which I did remember to do before this budget with me. I'm very excited to have remembered that. But this is basically where I determine what denominations I need for each one of my envelopes. As you can see, this is really filled right now with all of my 2024 sinking funds, but for sinking funds in general, which is the majority of this, I always go with largest denominations possible. Really, the only place I have variability is up top where I have my variable expense envelopes. And so eating out is going to get $100. Gas is going to get a 50, 20, and a 5 for $75. And miscellaneous has $175, but I do have to pull out cash from that envelope for my 52-week challenge. So I'm doing that $175 in a $100 bill, 3 20s, 2 5s, and 5 singles. Other than that, everything is largest denominations possible except for my rent, which I always pull out in 300s and 650s. I did not put the totals at the bottom yet, just in case I realize before I get paid that I made some type of error, but I actually think I did a pretty good job with this for this pay period. And that is going to be it for this budget with me. I hope that you all enjoyed this video. If you have any questions or comments about the way that I budget or how I use the Budget by Paycheck workbook from the Budget Mom, please don't hesitate to put them down below. And as always, everyone, please be safe. Bye-bye.